Hello, my name is Jenny, and I am one of the travel advisors with Must Love Travel. And I'm here with Laura Sheely, who's our director. Hi, Laura.
Hello there. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are
Yeah,
you?
doing good, doing good.
Good, good. So today we're excited to bring you some eagerly anticipated updates from the travel industry. We all know that the travel industry was hit very hard with the COVID crisis. So we are excited to share these updates with you and to take a closer look at what travel is going to look like in the very near future.
Right.
So today's hot topic is going to be the reopening plans for the Central Florida, the Orlando theme parks. Hot off the press, we don't even have all of the details yet, but we are just learning today is Wednesday, that beginning on July 11th, the phased reopening of Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom will begin.
Right.
And on July 15th, the phased reopening of Epcot and Hollywood Studios will begin. So we don't have much more than that at the moment, and we don't want to bring you anything that isn't official news. So definitely check back on the YouTube channel later this week, over the weekend, and you'll see some updates about the Disney openings because we're excited to bring those to you guys.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I'm so glad they're starting to open.
It's exciting. It feels really good.
Yeah, I know it's only two at a time, but I think it's the right thing to do. Kind of get it going and move on. We're ready.
I think we're more than ready.
Right, right.
All right. So, Laura, let's talk about Universal Orlando because
Yeah.
we do have some information about Universal Orlando, which is opening much sooner. June 5th, actually, is their official reopening date. I'm going to go ahead and read the official opening announcement from Universal Orlando Resort.
Okay.
We're excited to announce that our gates are about to reopen. Universal Studios Florida, Universal's Island of Adventure, and Universal's Volcano Bay will welcome you and your clients beginning June 5th. This carefully managed reopening comes with stringent new health, safety, and hygiene procedures in place. So, as we enjoy our parks and hotels together again, we will all need to follow CDC guidelines and the recommendations of health officials and Universal Orlando's policies.
Mm-hmm.
So let's chat about the health and safety measures because they are going to be different.
Yeah.
And we don't know how long this is going to be. And I think it's safe to assume it'll be a while. This is probably going to be our new normal. What do you, I mean,
Oh, wow.
yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, at least for the interim period of time, maybe, it could be several months or longer. I think people are waiting to see what happens in the fall. But, around here, I'm from the Ohio area and everybody is following them very well, some of the new things. So what do they have for us? What's Universal doing here?
So I think the big one, the big hot topic that everyone is discussing are the face masks for everyone.
Yeah.
So Universal Orlando is technically saying for everyone. They're not giving an age limit. What are your thoughts on the new policies around wearing face masks at the parks in Orlando?
I think, I've heard a lot of different things, and I'm sure you have too. People are concerned with the age because it starts at age 3 and up. And I think when you and I have talked about it in the past, I thought that could be kind of cool for kids learning how their superheroes wear masks. So they can be their own little superhero and kind of save the day at the parks by wearing their masks. So I think, it's something that they're going to see at home when they go, when the libraries start opening or, the grocery stores already, you're wearing face masks. So I think it'll be good. Now, of course, I don't think they'll have to wear it when they stop to eat or get a snack or something like that. I know the weather is an issue because it's a little warmer down there. So it's harder for some folks to wear the face mask during that time. But you can obviously probably take a breather, I would imagine, and maybe you should get those towels, those towels that you can get wet. That's
Yes, yes.
cool. So bring some of those on your trip with you.
Weren't you mentioning, we were on another call the other day about somehow getting a fan in there?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Right?
Right. The ones that they have that you just like hold up.
Inside your,
yeah, that would be good. That would be good.
I think so much of the new face mask policy is going to be preparing your kids for it so that they know what to expect when they get there, and the grown-ups too, preparing yourselves that this is the reality, these are the policies, and it is required. And I think the more you know before you go, the more fun you'll have once you get there.
And they could they could find some really cute designs and, make it up instead of, making your t-shirts that match, make your face mask that match.
I love that, family face mask.
Yeah, family face mask. Yeah.
So another big update around health and safety measures is going to be the temperature checks. So before entering a park, you will be scanned. And if you are over 100.4, that's the magic number, you will not be allowed entry into the park. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think that one is a little bit less of a nuance, I guess you might say, because people are used to getting temperatures when they go to the doctor and that type of thing. And I think it's a good thing. It just will help prevent things. And I think you had a really good idea with the temperatures. What was that?
Yeah, I'm going to start suggesting to my clients to pack a thermometer. Just put it on your packing list, throw it in your suitcase, and before you leave your hotel room for the day, check everyone's temperature. That way there's no surprises at the gate, there's no heartbreak. You can just continuously be monitoring yourself, and then you'll know exactly what's going to happen later when you get there.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I like that idea.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, put that in my for sure.
So other kind of simple updates, but they are important. Social distancing will be enforced. So how that will look, we'll know more once the parks open. And they're going to be asking guests to wash their hands often with soap and water. And from what we're hearing, they are going to be providing hand washing stations throughout the parks, which I think is really cool. I know I always feel better when I just wash my hands nice and good with soap and water.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a great idea. And I think you'll see more and more of that everywhere. I think
I agree.
New.
Yep. Hand washing stations and hand sanitizer stations. Yeah. I think they're going to be everywhere.
But I would bring that hand sanitizer from home. Absolutely. We did find out, I heard that some airlines, so of course check your airline, are allowing you to take a larger bottle. I believe it was 12 ounces.
Yes, I read that as well.
Yeah. Of hand sanitizer on board, but then still have your 3 ounce refills or whatever.
Yeah.
Too. So I would definitely do that.
I've always liked to carry hand sanitizer. I get the little plastic devices that attach to your day bag, and so it's right on my hip. I've been doing that for years. So I think the hand sanitizer and hand washing, I don't think is going to feel that different for folks.
I don't think so either. I think it'll be fine.
I do. And you mentioned something, Laura, to me the other day that I thought was really important. Maybe you can just talk about it for a minute. How after 9/11, there were so many changes and requirements. Can you share a little more what you were thinking about that? Because I thought that was really important.
Yeah, I think, at the time after, when everybody was like, am I going to fly again? Am I going to ever be able to go somewhere again? That they started out with some new rules. The TSA put a lot of new rules out. And at first it was really, I can't believe we have to take our belt off, our shoes off, and all these kind of things. And now we do it as if it was nothing. And even though, sometimes now when you get ready, you even plan your outfit around those things, and you take the extra pair of socks to wear through the thing. And so I think, it's a matter of managing expectations and getting used to the new norm. I mean, I think people are even starting to get used to having a face mask. they're starting to go through that. So over time, things are going to just become normal again, and it'll be different. We won't have the exact same experience that we did. Geez, when we first started flying in planes, you had to be dressed up. You had to have a skirt on or a suit on. Now it's like, what pair of sweats can I drag out of the laundry today? So I think everything evolves and changes, and we adapt pretty well. So.
Absolutely. Well, one thing that we know about, which is kind of cool because we can give you guys some feedback, is over at the Universal Orlando Resort, the reopening of City Walk that happened on May 20th. So for those of you that aren't aware of what City Walk is, if you are familiar with Disney, it's very similar to Disney Springs or Downtown Disney. So it's an entertainment complex of shopping, dining, movies, all sorts of entertainment. And they've been reopened since May 20th with very similar health and safety measures that the parks are going to have. So face coverings required for all visitors, the temperature checks. They are going to be limiting capacities to support social distancing. And from what we've heard so far, it's going really well. I spoke with one of our reps over at Universal she went ahead and spoke with her friends at guest services and was told that there haven't been any major complaints. The atmosphere at City Walk seems to be very mellow, and folks are following the new guidelines nicely. So that's really nice to hear. I also reached out to John, who is our agency's Universal rep, and his response when I asked him how it was going at City Walk, I wanted his honest opinion. And he says, after speaking to a few colleagues today who have been out on City Walk already, I am happy to say things are going very smoothly. Patrons are adhering to rules and are being extremely patient during arrival checks and procedures, both entering and while on property. So I think that's really good to hear that folks are following the new guidelines, and folks seem to still be having a really good time.
Yeah, I think, again, it's if everybody does their part, then the parks can reopen and fun can resume and all those type of things. We all just have to be really, responsible and be, personally responsible for what, we know they're asking us to do, and go from there. So yeah. I'm excited about that. I think that, that area is so cool. I just love City Walk. It just has so much going on, so many fantastic restaurants. And I'm excited to see that it's going really well, for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited too. If you haven't been over there, it's super cool. There's an awesome store with tons of Harry Potter merchandise. If you're looking, maybe you don't have time on this trip to go into the park and go experience the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but you can always go to City Walk. You don't need a ticket to go. Just go into the store. It's super cool. Super cool over there.
Definitely.
So I think this has been really fun to bring all of these updates and hot topics about the reopenings from Universal Orlando. And we'll be excited to bring you guys even more updates very soon.
Yeah, and we're really careful. I just do want to mention this since we just started this we're really careful to bring you the official information. Yeah. So there has been a lot of information out on the web, and people are so excited, and we're so excited, but it's really important that we give you what we're hearing officially. So it might be a few days after something's announced or whatnot, but know that we can, verify what we're sharing with you. So I just want to make sure for future that they know we're doing that.
Absolutely. Yep. Everything you hear from us is the official word from the source. We're really proud of that.
Yeah. So sounds good.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Laura, for joining me.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.